What's up guys, Simon here with Survival Project. Today we're deep in the backcountry here and we didn't expect any snow. Even though we saw forecast and there was nothing like this, but it's not surprising. We were ready for everything. So now we're gonna try to find shelter. We were here back in 2015, so stay with us. So I managed to find track in the mud, and you can see it here. This is the back leg of the bear, and check the size. Now here in Croatia we only have brown bears, so I'm not worried that much, but you know, when you see it, it's not very pleasant for sure. And this is the front leg. Here is a good method to show bears that we are here. Cairo, speak, 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 speak. Good boy. So a few years back, this is where we had a shelter. I put the picture right now. So we had planned to camp here, but as you can hear, wind is really noisy around here, and it's about 50 miles per hour on this spot here. So we're gonna move back and try to find a better place for shelter. We're heading back where we came from, and I had a plan B for this situation if there is very windy. Now we're coming back to this beautiful alley. It is one of the most beautiful alleys that I've seen in the last few years. So over there everything is pine, and we'll manage to create great shelter over there. So we'll have to figure something out. And every time when you go outside, you cannot plan actually what's going to happen. It depends on the situation. So especially about the weather, is it snowing, raining or so. So when we come there, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We'll use of these trees here to make shelter. We're going to extend the roof down and we'll sleep like this here. So it won't be classic LeanTo, because in classic LeanTo you'll sleep like this, we'll sleep just like this. So let's build the shelter. most common comment on the last video that I made in a snowstorm was there were 4 of us, and I read a comment that the guy said, yeah, great, watching 4 guys making a shelter, instead few guys should do fire and stuff. Now on that exact video the storm was coming, so if we didn't succeed in making the shelter fast enough, we would be under the snow. So it's better to have shelter than have half shelter and half fire, because if storms come you won't get any fire for so long. So first priority is always to make shelter, because then you're out of the wind, out of the snow and everything, and you can go through the night in case, you know, in worst case scenario. So that's how we always do. Now it's 2 of us and we are both making the shelter. Later on we'll make the fire, so in case that snowfall raises and it comes rain or so, we have shelter, so we can be inside in our sleeping bags, so it's not a problem. So that's the answer on that question. So the easiest way to make the shelter is first collect the wood. So not cut one wood, then put it here, then second there. It's always best to collect it all here, and just like Legos, just put it on and that's it. So you can get the idea here what we are going to do. And one more like this will go over there. It's not so high so that we don't lose heat in our shelter after we make fire. And here of course raised bed, and we'll close it all here. We're going to put tarp here, and over there we're going to put the spruce branches for the insulation. So the construction work is pretty much done. It looks like this, and at the beginning I found this curved one to put on top, so you'll see from inside we put tarp above, it will not fall on our head. And with this one here I don't need any more of these straight ones around here, so we reduced cutting. We also turned this up so that we have enough place for our legs, and for my dog he'll be around our legs at least, I think so. And now we're gonna put tarp on, and we still have these spruce boughs, so we'll put them above. I'm gonna put my tarp also from here so we can close it after the fire is gone. Here we're going to light the fire and check it out. Now only spruce balls on top. So now I have to make some feather sticks so we can light the fire. So I want to show you two knives here that I bought a few days ago. They're custom made by MB Knives. It's a knife maker in Croatia, and these are first knife here to test it out. I did some paper tests and stuff at home. Now I'm gonna see how they perform on field. Now this leatherwork is very beautiful. I can show you like here. It's very nicely made. It's thick leather, and also for this woodler here, and it comes with this part here for the fire steel. And this is how a knife looks like. It's very nice and it's crazy sharp. Check the handle scale. It's beautiful. And MB Knives makes custom made knives, so you can even choose between few steels, and this particular one is in 01 steel, and I tell you what, it's crazy sharp. Now it's very hard to get this candy grind. When I wanted to purchase the knife from other guy who makes custom knives, he offered me to make some kind of Scandi with the secondary grind because it's easier, but I wanted to have original style woodlore, and this is exactly what I wanted. It's a very beautiful knife. And this other here is the Kepner style knife, if I'm not wrong, and it's also very beautifully made, and it's also crazy sharp. So today I want to test this woodlore. We'll do some basic batoning with it and see how it performs, so let's check it out. I have to put something underneath here. Yeah, batoning passed. I mean, this wood has literally dozens of knots, so now we're gonna baton this one. One more time. Now this might look cruel to the knife, but I think that every knife should pass the test of the batoning, except for the moras and the carving knives or so, but knife that is thick like this, yeah, it should handle it. Yeah, that's nice. Let's do the I guess this very nice and smooth. I mean, Scandi grind is perfect for this, so if you want to buy this very nicely custom made knife, I'll put a link in the description of the email where you can contact the MB Knives. It's really worth of every money, and for this in package you won't pay much, so passes the test. It's a very beautiful knife. So this is pretty much enough, because we ain't gonna build a big fire, so this should be enough and this should do the job. So everything is pretty much moist right now, so it takes time. So just to give you a close-up on the shelter, as you can see sideways it's very comfy, it has enough space for every one of us, and fire is going. You can see from the size branches from the firewood, and this should do the trick with the insulation from this side here. Yeah, it's very nice little shelter. It should be very warm, so now we're gonna put something to eat and just enjoy the night, because yeah, it took us, we came here around 10 o'clock in the morning and we just finished right now, so you can see how much time it takes to make a proper shelter. We'll cook a dinner later, and now we have to collect all of the firewood, at least that it burns until 1 or 2 a.m. Oh, there's a lot of meat and bacon inside, so this will be a great dinner. It's around 11 and we placed last firewood, so after it burns out we'll close this side here and we'll go to sleep. Good night, folks. Good morning, guys. It is around 7 a.m. and light is already here, and during the night the moonlight was very bright and you could see everything around. So now I'm gonna try to get out and light the fire again. we have just demontaged the fire reflector, and after I eat my breakfast we're going to demontage the shelter, turn the fire down, and we'll walk around to see are there any tracks from the last night. So it was very warm night, even though we had fire only until 1 AM or so, but it was very cozy inside, and it is enough space really for gear and everything. So now I'm waiting that sun comes out, so it will be a little bit warmer to walk around. As always, leave no trace method. So that was it for this trip in this bear country. Thank you all for being with us, and of course we'll see you next time.